He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, I'm thirsty. I'm sorry, I hit record and I was thirsty, so I had to finish drinking and I ain't starting over. But hello everyone, thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. This is my review for episode 5 of season 1, Love After Lockup. Is the new show that I am very, very much entertained by, because these people are all batshit crazy. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. I have reviewed all 5 episodes these past 2 days, so yeah. I drink water and I'm trying to not make noises and stuff like that, but whatever. I hope you guys are enjoying. Also, let me know if my videos are low. I'm back recording on my Android until I get the microphone from my iPhone. The microphone is actually at the mailbox, but I ain't driving over there in the snow. I'm not leaving the house until tomorrow when I have to go to work. So I'll be recording on the other phone tomorrow so y'all can see the sign will be the right way. But when I have been posting on my Android, no one has said that the volume is low. And I didn't want that to be an issue of why people weren't watching if they can't hear me. So hopefully you guys can hear me better than you could last week. So yeah. We start off with Scott and Lizzie. And, Lizzie was at the train station looking for Scott. Scott ass didn't show up. And she felt like he had played her. And she just did not know what was going on. Lizzie is 45. Scott is 32. Lizzie catfished him with a Photoshop picture. But they, kept talking for a year. And he's supposed to be getting out. No, damn it. No, that's the wrong person. That's Angela and Scott. No, that's Angela and Tony, not Scott and Lizzie. God damn it. No, Scott and Lizzie. Scott is 49. I think Lizzie is 39. Lizzie is in jail for a DUI and bribery. He went to the prison to get her. That's what happened. He went to the prison to get her 2 episodes ago, and she didn't get out. He just had no idea what was going on. He had talked to her on the phone, and she was saying she didn't know what was going on, that she thought she was getting out, but she did not get out. So now we see Scott getting dressed in his Sunday's best. He done went and got a new shirt and everything, a new tie, and he going to see their lawyer. The lawyer that her lawyer that he pays for. I'm like, she pimping all over the world. So he goes to the lawyer, and the lawyer look, I'm just to be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? She is not getting out next week. And he okay. And he's and also, there's some new charges. And he's oh, okay. The lawyer goes on to say she was caught with heroin, meth, and a cell phone. Lizzie in prison being a goddamn crime boss, okay? Because her ass is in prison. She was taking them thought-ass photos. She was out here selling her coochie online, getting all kind of sugar daddies and pimps and tricks and stuff to be sending her money. And now she in prison with heroin and meth and a cell phone. How do you get heroin? That means someone has to bring you, because I don't think you can make heroin or meth in prison. I don't think you can make it. So someone is bringing her heroin and meth, and she's either using it or she's selling it. I'm heroin and meth and a cell phone. Now Scott then says in his interview thing that he buys her the cell phones every 6 months. He say she wants them, it makes her happy, so I buy them for her. He's I'll get them for her, she'll get caught with it, they'll take it, and I'll buy her another one. You the reason her ass still in prison, because you fucking wrong. Look, as I said in my video before, I dated a guy. Well, we dated, he went to jail. We had been dating for a little over a year. He went away for a year, and he got out. He was in the halfway house. He wanted a cell phone. I did get him a cell phone. Oh, this sounds so stupid. I'm trying not to let y'all into many things about me, but it is what it is. Well, no, I don't. I'm very honest and open on here, so y'all know how it is. Y'all know a lot about me, even if y'all don't know too much. But yeah, he wanted a cell phone, but I think, and this is back in 2002, 2003. he wanted a cell phone in a halfway house. He was in a halfway house. He wasn't in the prison. Okay, you can't have one in prison. And he did get caught with a phone. He did get in trouble or whatever. And he didn't get another one, like, because that was it. You know, you can have one. If you get caught with it, you ain't gonna get nothing else. But Scott is like, he kept getting her more cell phones because she kept getting caught with them. But I'm like, why do you need a cell phone in prison? Like, who? You trying to talk? I mean, I get that you want to talk to your family or whatever, but you in prison. Like, in prison, come on now, follow the rules. A halfway house, I get people bend rules in halfway houses, but she's in prison with heroin, meth, and a goddamn cell phone. She's a goddamn crime boss, and you can't tell me she not. Look, I just can't. And he is her second in command because he funding her goddamn own business. Because he sent her money. He didn't send her 20 grand. So you didn't buy. That's like isn't that like a kilo of cocaine? You didn't buy like a pound of cocaine, like, bruh. So but he do say that he don't know any idea about how or why she had the drugs on her, because she's an addict or because she's a goddamn drug dealer. And you know, the lawyer like, you know, the best case scenario would be if I get the charges dropped. He like, but with these kind of charges, they're not gonna get dropped. He said, and so the worst case scenario is she can do an additional 12 years. And Scott like, oh my God, you know, I can't believe it. I can't imagine her being in prison another day. Yes, you can. Let alone 12 more years. So the lawyer like, you know, I know y'all in love or whatever, and I know how hard it can be, especially if the person has an additional 12 years added. In 12 years, Scott, you can find you 5 or 6, 18,000 women in the next 12 years. If you don't cut Lizzie's ass off and leave her ass in prison with her goddamn cell phones, heroin, and meth, and bye, Lizzie, gotta go, can't do it. And so the lawyer does say that she is not aware of the time frame that she can do. I'm like, her ass aware, because if she out here with cell phones, heroin, and meth, she know what kind of lengthy sentences. No one in prison is not aware of. If I get caught with this, you know what I'm saying, I don't know what will happen. You know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to get hit with more time. So her ass knows. She just didn't care because she's either a drug dealer or a meth addict. Anyway, so that's all that we see with them two, Joanna and Garrett. Joanna is still pissed off about him not coming home a couple days ago, being out all night, which she has the right to be, because you know it is what it is. Oh my God, my shoulder, I don't know, my shoulder hurts, so like lifting my arm up is a little bit painful. When I don't move it a lot, so I have to keep moving it or whatever. But you know, she's still upset about him not coming home. She has a right to be, but at the same time, you can't keep arguing about it. Like, if you let him come back in the house and he's still there, get over it. I'm a person to where if you let someone know that you're upset, you can't keep arguing about it every day, because it doesn't make it any better. Say your piece and let him know you pissed off, and then leave it at that. Because if you not gonna break up with him, you're gonna still be there. Don't keep nagging at me. Shut the fuck up. Is what I tell people all the time. So she was saying how, you know, you ruined my birthday because, you know, we were supposed to get drunk together for my birthday, and now we can't do that. And if it wasn't my birthday, you know, we would not even be together. And I just feel, you know, my pride is hurt staying with you. Then break up with him. Nothing is forcing you to still be with him. If he is such a disappointment, if he is such a piece of shit, if he is such a liar, he keep doing dumb stuff, you don't have to be with him. You was taking care of their house before he got there. I don't think you need him for anything. So if your pride is hurt for being with him, then stop being with him. Again, she's saying stuff just because she wants him to feel bad, and because she know he don't have nowhere else to go. That's strictly what it is. You know, he like, look, I told you I'm sorry. I get that you pissed off, but look, let's try to enjoy your birthday and not dwell on it. You know, it is what it is. I'll try to make it up to you. So the next thing because he sound like, you know, he's saying, you know, I feel like she's being extra. However, I can't lose her. And when he said it, I felt like he was saying, I need someone to stay. I like this house, and I got free in-house coochie. I can't lose it. That's what I heard. And he's a cutie. So the next thing we see, he's shopping for a ring. I'm like, now he only been out of jail for like a month. Where you get the money for to buy a ring? So we found out I think like his dad didn't loan him some money to save up his tip money to try to get her a ring. I don't think it's smart in any relationship for you to, if you're struggling, and not even, if you saving money, if you first out of jail, if you can't afford to buy a ring, like, as long as you know, hey, I love you, I want to be with you, I'm going to propose to you, I just need time to save up money to get you a ring, but we are going to get married. You know, it's a way to go about saying to someone, I want to be with your ass forever. Like, I ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere. I know you want a ring. I'm going to get your ring, but I literally can't afford it. For him to be trying to scrape and survive to get her goddamn ring, to me, is stupid, because it's going to put more stress on the relationship. And eventually, he going to be like, I was broke and bought your ass a ring. It's going to be an argument. But if he like it, I love it. So he said how she wants like a 1-carat ring, but he can't afford a 1-carat ring because it's too expensive. He's like, I'm just a server at a restaurant, you know, and I got a card note to pay. I can't really afford the ring that she really wants, but I want to make her happy. So like a ring that was like a little less than a carat, it was like 0.8 or 0.9. It was $2,900. That's not that bad, you know. Don't they have like payment plans though at the ring places? I don't know, but you know, $2,900 isn't that bad, I guess, to propose to someone. But it is if you don't have no goddamn money. The ring that she wants, the 1-carat ring, was $8,000. Now, I do think he was smart for saying like, I can't afford the $8,000 ring. I would be perfectly fine with the one that is 0.8 or 0.9, you know, it's still pretty, and I'll be okay with that, and hopefully she'll like it. So I'm like, okay. So we then see them at the birthday party and everything, and she was acting like a complete bitch before, as usual. And you know, at the party they're drinking or whatever, like it was like a little day party, beachside restaurant or whatnot. And he gave her little gift, and it was in a ring box. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. In the ring box, it was a chocolate covered strawberry, and the chocolate had melted. I'm looking like, why? And I said, well, did he put the ring in the strawberry? Is it going to be something like, well, she threw the strawberry away? And then he said, your fucking ring. I thought that's what it was going to be. He was going to put the ring in the strawberry, and the ring is in the chocolate, and she'll be so mad that she threw it away. But I'm like, well, no, that's dumb, because then the ring will be dirty and chocolatey or with juices on it, so maybe that's not true. So I'm like, well, okay. So then he gives her a second box. And it's a big box. And then, you know, she opens the big box, and it's a smaller big box. So it was a box within a box within a box within a box within a box. And so she's pulling boxes out. And she's like, I feel like this is going to be the smallest box is going to be in the bottom. And sure enough, the smallest box was her ring, and he proposed. And, you know, she said yes. I don't know. I'm just so happy. We're engaged. I feel like a fiance. I'm just so happy. And I'm like, you happy as if he wasn't the same asshole that you were just talking shit about 10 minutes ago. I mean, the ring made him not be, it made him less of an asshole. Girl, bye. I was like, whatever. And I feel like she wants him around because he's cute as fuck. Okay, he's cute as fuck. Let's not get it twisted. And because no matter what he do, she can always say, you know, I did this for you. You know, I got this house for you, and you should stay. That's what I think. So now they're engaged, and you know, if he love it, I love it. If she love it, I love it too. Who else do I have to do? Lamar and Andrea. She's back home now, and she's talking to her friend about what happened and everything. So she's saying, "Oh yeah, it was great when he first got out. I was so happy. He was so happy. You know, we did whatever." Let's get something clear too. Andrea fucked Lamar. Okay, let's not act like she's a Mormon and she didn't do it. She fucking that man. Point blank. Period. Now she's saying she not. They had sex. I don't care what nobody said. Ain't no way that she didn't have sex with that man or that he didn't have sex with her. Ain't no way. And my thing is, I don't know if they had vaginal sex, but she at least gave him some anal sex. He put his dick in something besides her mouth. And can't nobody tell me different. But whatever. So, you know, now she back home. Letting her friend know what happened. And, you know, at first it was good. Then we got into an argument. You know, we was arguing because his baby mama came to the welcome home dinner, and I was pissed off. Now, what I did not like is how she worded it. She kept making it seem as if the baby mama came and like was trying to ruin stuff. But the baby mama came and was start. The baby mama came with her daughter, who has not seen this man in forever, and she came as the mother. She didn't even come as his ex or someone he used to have sex with. She was there as the mother of his daughter, and Andrea, who was insecure, couldn't deal with that. And why would I want to be sitting across the table from someone he had sex with and he's my fiance? Girl, who gives a fuck? Okay, nobody care. Stupid. And her friend acting like, well, girl, yeah, right, you was smart. No, she wasn't. Shut up. Friend ain't, was not smart. So, she then makes it seem like we was arguing. He got really aggressive. Like he wanted to beat me. He had me cornered. Like he was going to beat my ass. I don't fully agree with that. I don't fully agree with how she brought up what happened. Pause. I was real confused. Because I'm like, what am I hearing? What is all that noise? Like, it was like a motor, but I forgot, it snowed here. And they have to wait until it finished snowing to shovel a walkway. And so they had the snow blower out there or whatever. Anywho, so yeah. So I didn't like how she was making it seem like it went from 0 to 100 real quick, and like he just kind of flipped out and then just was gonna beat her. That's not how I saw it. And as I said yesterday in the other review, I do think that he was aggressive and he should not have been, but I don't think it was to the severity of how she was explaining it. Like, excuse me, he was finna beat me. I don't think it was that bad. But, and the thing is, when you tell your friends, oh my God, he was finna beat me. Oh my God, he fucked all these girls behind my back. You can't tell your friends that and then say, but he's such a nice guy. Like, I love him. I want to be with him forever. So the man who you said cussed you out, disrespected you, got aggressive, was in prison mode, was finna beat you, had you cornered in the corner. He's a great guy who you still want to marry. So I'm like, when she said all of that to her friend, like, he was going to do this and this and this. He cussed me out. He called me out my name. Was talking about me. Was talking down to me. But then say, but he's such a great guy. And yes, that is who I want to spend the rest of my life with. You sound stupid. You sound like an abuse victim. Let's just be honest. And I'm like, that's why I say I call bullshit. He wasn't. I don't know if that's how she felt in that moment. Like, he going to beat me up. I can completely get, because a man is being aggressive, you don't know what he's going to do, but at the same time, he didn't do anything, and you didn't break up with him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, was he really that bad? Girl, was I. So, she said he had me cornered, and I was saying, don't hit me. I didn't hear her say, don't hit me. I heard her say, I'm not your prison cellmate. That's all I heard her say. Now, I don't know what else happened that they didn't show it, but I didn't hear her say that. And, the friend, like, that's unacceptable. He can't do that. Is that what you want to spend the rest of your life with? And she said, yeah, he's a great guy. He said he was sorry. We then see him apologizing. So, I loved you, girl. You the only one for me, girl. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't hurt you, and I'm loyal to you, and I've never cheated on you, and I do everything. First of all, he's loyal because he was locked up for 18 years. He couldn't cheat because he only been out 3 days. Like, he hasn't been out long enough to cheat. So he can't get nowhere. Him saying that, and then her like, oh, I love you. I'm like, bitch, did you still what, girl? He been out 4 days. Of course he's loyal. He ain't had time to do anything else. Not meaning he not really loyal, but I'm like, he said it as if he's been out 6, 7, 8 months. Not like he been out 3, 4, 5 days. It's stupidity, okay? And she's like, we're gonna be together. We're gonna have a family. He's gonna move here. And her friend, like, she's talking as a girl who was just confused and who's like one of them girls who defend men who do dumb things. And she do sound like that. But the reason she sounded that is because she made the situation seem, I think, 40% worse than what it really was. Yes, they got into an argument. Kind of her fault because she made up a whole bullshit thing about why she had to leave or whatever. And yes, he got aggressive, but I don't think it was aggressive to the point to where she was in fear for life. Because again, you still was with him. You didn't go nowhere. So I'm like, girl, bye. So we see that whole thing. So we then see him in LA, and he's staying with his brother because he did not have anywhere else to go. So his brothers let him stay there so he can get on his feet. Now, he do admit that he has not been fully honest with Andrea about his probation parole situation, how he really can't leave LA at all, and how long he has to stay there before he can move to Utah. But he was saying how, I'm going to go you know, my probation officer, my parole officer's kind of stickler for stuff. Like, she won't let me go to Utah, but I'm going to make a trip up there anyway and see her, and this, whatever happens, happens. And his brother was like, no, that's dumb. Like, why would you risk going back to prison? That's stupid. You know, you should just not go yet and go when you can, because what's the point of risking going back to prison just to see the kids? It's just stupid. And he like, I don't get why my brother is making this dumb. Why would he want to break his parole guidelines to go see her? Like, that's dumb. And he said, like, you know, I love her for being there for you, but she should understand that you have guidelines that you have to follow, that you can't do certain things. I do think if he tell Andrea, like, these are my rules I have to follow, I don't think she would be mad about it. I don't think that she would tell him to break it or whatever. I think she would be mad because she didn't know, but I think at the end of the day, she would follow because she want to be with that man. Lord, she really does, you know, she does. And, you know, he like, you know, I just don't want to keep bringing bad news to her because I really do care for her and I want to be with her. I'm like, he don't want to lose her. I'm like, boy, you was crazy. But, you know, at least he is saying he gonna tell her the truth about his probation guidelines so that she would know and what we can see what it's gonna be. Alla and James. Alla has been out 2 weeks. And she was just saying how she was sick, so he's going to find her with her being sick. Now, she at a gas station puking in the trash can. You know, he pull up and, you know, he like, look, she's high. Okay? This is me talking. She's high. She's not sick. She's high. And her body is reacting to the first time of her being high in so long. And so she's getting sick. Heroin and meth makes you sick. That's just what it does. And that's what it is. Now, she is, I don't know what's wrong with me. You know, I felt like maybe I'm pregnant. And he's like, what? And she's like, yeah, maybe I'm pregnant. No, she's fucking high. And so I'm like, you know, he freaked out. So I'm like, you know, I would rather us be in a stable situation before, you know, we had children or whatever. But, you know, whatever happens, gonna happen. And then they go to a restaurant. Now, they left in his car and got a pregnancy test. I don't know why they left her car at the gas station. I'm confused. But anyway, they go to a restaurant. And again, she's high. I don't care what anyone says. She's high. And she said, like, I'm going to go change clothes and take this pregnancy test, you know, because I'm high. Not because I'm high. Because I'm hot. Because she's high. And she was saying how, yeah, even at the gas station, you know, the receptionist at the gas station, she said the receptionist at the gas station said to her, maybe you're sick because you're pregnant. No, you're sick because you're high. Okay, let's get that clear. So she goes and takes the pregnancy test. And, you know, because at first she was like, it's too early to take a test, but I want to take one because it might just say no, and I'll be relieved. And he's like, well, would you really be relieved? And she's like, yeah, you know, because, you know, I don't really know, we don't really know each other's family like that. You know, I haven't met your family. And she was talking, and she was, like, babbling. And, like, nothing she was saying was kind of it made sense, but it seemed as if it was, like, a total 360 from how she was when she first got out of prison to now. And she's high. So, because I don't know your family. You haven't told them about me. You know, what if we don't work out? And I'm like, what? And her face looks different. Her eyes look a little bit glossed over. She's high, okay? She's high. So she goes to the bathroom, and, you know, he was saying how, you know, it's possible that she could be pregnant, you know, because we're young, and we're not taking many precautions, you know, so they're not using condoms. They having raw sex. And, you know, when she come back, she changed clothes. But even when she sat down as if she was, like, wobbly. Because she's fucking high. And, you know, he's like, you know, well, how did it go? Because he's wondering, what did the test say? And she act like him asking her the test results was horrible. And why are you rushing me? And why do you always rush things? You want things to be your way? Is it because you're in the military? You know, you're always pressuring me, you know, give me a second. You know what I'm saying? Why did you just act like this? And he was like, give you a minute for what? Like, you just took a pregnancy test. I just want to know what the results are. And, you know, why would you tell me the results? And she's like, well, you know, it's just, he's like, what was the results? She's like, well, they were negative. He's like, see, was that so hard? She's like, was it so hard to wait 3 seconds? I'm like, she is completely starting an argument with him because she's high and she does not know what she's doing. She's a completely different person now than we've seen the first couple episodes. Like, she seems incoherent. She seems like she's trying to think of what to say to sound normal, and that's what you do when you high. You think you sound smart, but you sound dumb because you're just trying to put words together, and that's clearly what she was doing. And he does not get it yet. And I'm like, he's like, she's just acting different, and I don't know why. Because she's high. We see that was into them. We see Angela and Tony did not come to the bus station. This is the people I thought I was talking about in the beginning. So he doesn't come to the bus station, and so now she's at home. Like, he's gonna, he usually video chats me, so I'm just waiting for him to video chat me. And she was literally sitting at her computer, saying, "Okay, Tony, come on, Tony." And I'm like, he can't hear you. And so he does. He video calls her, and he like, yeah, I packed all my stuff to leave, and nothing happened, so I don't know what's going on. I was waiting to be released, and they never released me. And then she's like, I was just so upset, and that you never got released, and I just don't know what's going on. And he like, she said how she was pissed when he didn't show up. And then he like, oh, did you think I was going to like not show up? Did you think I was playing you? And then she said, well, yeah, because that really happens in life, so I didn't know what was going on. And he said, well, yeah, I know how that can be. Like, in real life, I have to trust you, too, that you're going to also be there for me. He's like, we have to kind of trust each other. And I'm like, he kind of running game on her. I just think he is, but it is what it is. He says how, I was supposed to be out eating steak and having sex. And I was like, okay. And, it's just weird because he is still locked up. He's still keeping her on the hook because he then say, I'm going to need some more money because he like, now that I'm not getting out, I need some more money. He says how, he's been waiting on his steak and his sex. And she says, yeah, I've been waiting too. I want some sex too. Again, she's a horny cougar. And, so she's like, okay, I'll get you the money. But she then says, I can't wait for him to get out so that he can, take care of himself. So it's a good thing that she don't feel like you don't get out and I'm going to still be the person giving him money. But at the same time, girl, you look stupid. So he's still locked up. We have no idea why he did not get out, if he was lying. Because I feel like when people get out, you usually know stuff. And the only time they don't get out is if something happened within the past couple of days. But they usually know that they're not getting out. But, we have to see what's going to happen with them later. So lastly, we have Dominic and Mary. Mary is a bitch. Okay, let's be honest, let's be clear. So, he's been out 3 days, and she's taking them out or whatever, and he's like, where are we going? Oh, it's a surprise. They walk into a tuxedo shop, shopping for, she's like, I want to bring you here so that you can start looking for suits for the wedding. And he was like, I'm not supposed to be here. And she's like, what? And he's like, I have to plan out my days. I have to let them know where I'm supposed to be. I didn't tell them I was coming here. I can get in trouble. And she's like, well, since you're here, can't we just try on one suit and we can leave? And he's like, all right, but we have to be quick. He clearly is not trying to plan a wedding. And the fact that he's not trying to plan a wedding does not mean he doesn't want to marry her. It just means he has other pressing things on his mind and she don't give a fuck. So, he was saying how, I have to tell my parole people or halfway house people exactly what I'm doing ahead of time so that they know where I'm going to be. And if I'm somewhere I'm not supposed to be, I can violate and end up going back to jail. So he's just trying to prevent himself from having to go back to jail. And she just don't care. I think she wants to get his ass back up. I'm not sure. And she not picking up on his social cues that he don't want to be here. She's like, oh my God, you look so cute in the suit. Oh my God, you look so better now than you did in prison clothes. She's like, well, obviously. But again, he seems uncomfortable there because he know if I get in trouble, I get in trouble. And she don't get that. So, and he looked miserable, truth be told. And, he like, well, I need to hurry up and get back. I also have to do a phone check from a landline. She's like, what's that? And he's like, I have to call them from a landline phone so they know I'm still in the area. I can't call them from a cell phone. And she's like, well, you know what? Just try one more thing and then we'll leave. Again, she not picking up and he don't want to be there and he ain't trying to get in trouble. So, she's saying how, he's acting different. He's acting paranoid. You know, he never was the one to be scared of people and rules. Bitch, he wasn't in prison before. That's the reason. You know, she was saying how, you know, I don't get this prison inmate lifestyle. Like, I don't get that anymore. You know, you're free. He's free. You know, why does he act like that? You know, he should be more concerned about me in the wedding. She clearly is delusional. Very fucking delusional. Because how do you not get the reason that he is acting this way? Like, how do you not get that? And, you know, they leave, and then he's like, look, the last thing I'm trying to do really is be planning a wedding. Like, you know, being on parole, it's like walking on eggshells. Like, any little thing can get me sent back in, so I'm just trying to follow these guidelines. He ain't doing nothing wrong. She not being supportive how she should be. She's making him uncomfortable because she does not care about what he's going through. All she cares about is, I want to get married, and that's not realistic. So they're like a little water pond thing, and they're talking or whatever, and he's like, you know, you don't get the restrictions that I have. You know, I can't do certain things. You know, everything that you're trying to do with this wedding is just kind of too much too fast. And, you know, she don't get that I've been gone 6 years and life is different for me. And, you know, they were talking, and she's like, you know, I've been dreaming about this wedding this whole time. So, like, when will you be ready to plan a wedding? Like, in a couple of months? And he was like, no, in like a year, I would want to be out the halfway house, you know, off probation before I have a wedding. He like, because right now I just can't do all of that. And that honestly is not too much to ask of someone. It really, really isn't. And she's like, you know what? I feel like it wasn't even worth the wait. Like, I feel like, what's the point? He been out 3 days. 3 days. And you, bitch, what? I was just like, I can't believe it. So he like, you know what? If you saying that, then, you know, let's just end it here. Like, I don't even want to go on with it. It is what it is. He's like, you know, let's just walk away. Fuck it. I'm like, well, okay, Dominic. Dominic over her bullshit. Because, again, she's been a bitch. She's been, honestly, truthfully, she's been a bitch. So they're going back to the car, and she's like, I imagine he would get out, we would get married, we would be a happy family, everything would go back to how it was before. He's been in jail 6 years. Not only that, he's in the halfway house. He's not even really free, and she just don't get it. And, you know, she's like, he's not affectionate towards me. He's just kind of stiff. It's just different. That man's still scared. Like, I don't care. That man's scared, and I think he just don't know he don't know what's next, and he's just trying to prepare himself to not go back to prison. And then they in the car, and she's still like, you could have went and got me flowers. He like, how do you get you flowers? Because he ain't got no money. He been in jail for 6 years. And he like, you know, you're a delusional bitch. And he gets out the car and just kind of walks away. It was hilarious. And I'm like, I don't know if they broke up for real, but he seems to be over her. So I can't wait until the next episode to see what goes on. And that's how the episode went off. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner.